Ooh, this is beautiful. Let's see if I can put more. I have the 4 different ones. And today it's summer solstice. It's exactly the opposite of my birthday, 21st of December. So we celebrate the summer solstice in music. Usually in French it's the festival of music on the 21st. So listen to these beauties. These are made in France. They are like cochis. They are really, really beautiful sound. Voila. I just do a short live video. I put badge on. If you want to bring a little something to the orphanage, you can by badge. I just wanted to tell you, because I have a lot of people messaging me who are a little bit lost. Don't be scared. Don't forget that you came here in this time with a special purpose. So try to connect with that, to have this in mind, because you are not here by chance. Your soul decided to come in this time to deal and to experiment what is going on. So even if it seems that nothing is happening, it's when it seems that nothing is happening, that a lot of is going on in the invisible. So what is the most important is to feel and listen, and really listen to what is right for you, and in a way to obey to this inner voice, not to obey to the laws that we have around, that one day it's one way and the day some months after it's the contrary. So no, the thing is that you have really to connect with what is right for you and to stay firm on that, and to have also in mind, this is what I say always in my video, and to have in mind that we are as nature is. We are able to have resilience. We have resilience, and we are mutating all the time. So even with what is going on right now, with the condition of this supposedly virus, and for me it's much more than that, because I think it is something that has been, in a way, everything is well organized and the invisible to make evolve humanity. And I think we created as human a reflection of what is necessary to evolve spiritually. If we were not facing like dramatically the fact we are going to die one day with this deadly virus, you know, a lot of people will not realize, a lot of people are so much in their whirlpool of their life that they don't realize that. And I spoke about why death in a way doesn't seem real, doesn't seem really, seems abstract. For me, it's because as spiritual beings that we come to have a physical, earthy experience, we have in memory the knowledge where we come from the invisible. And at that level in the invisible, there is no death. And it's timeless. So it's for that we have, all of us have this memory of that. And I think it's one of the reasons death is so abstract, because at one level it doesn't exist. And we know it. So we live our life experience, everybody differently, but more we are facing this. And one day someone told me, oh, why do you have a skull of dead animal? You know, also in the Tibetan tradition, they have these skulls, I don't have today, in their jewelry and things, to remember that we are mortal and to honor the ancestors and every creature that passed, that brought something very special. So it's an honoring. It's like an altar. And it's not something that is, it's sacred. Bones are sacred. And it's in this sense that I have that. And seeing this, I see that one day I will be like that. And this makes me enjoying more and more and more life. And I see the beauty of it, the beauty of the bones, you know, the beauty. You have Georgia O'Keeffe, who did a lot of work, artwork with that. And there is beauty in these bones that are, in fact, our structure, basic structure. And without the bones, without the fascia, our body will not, we cannot move, we cannot do anything. So it's very, very important. And to send some love to our bones. I think a lot of people forget about that, but they are to cherish. And sometimes we hurt ourselves. Maybe it's to remember that. Maybe it's to see how precious it is. And I think it's what is going on. I think it is because we are facing by fear that has been instilled by all the media and everything, because most of the people absolutely don't know how work their immune system, why they are sick. They absolutely don't know that. I speak a lot about that phenomenon in my video, and I'm 65 and a half today, so I had many experiences, painful experiences in my body, but every time I learn much more about myself. And I arrived to a point in my life where I was seeing this not like a disease, but like a tool to really dig deeper and know better myself and to see the interaction. And it was like this thing that came in the body. It came because at one point I was not listening the subtle messages I had before. And finally it has to be imprinted, to be present in the body, to make us being attracted and to put attention. And we can do the way back, meaning that we put attention to the physical body. And it's very difficult to explain this process, because it's like being curious, asking why, but don't be obsessed. And most of it, the most important, is to be without doubt that as nature, your body gonna heal, because it's what the body does. It has this ability to heal, and even when something seems wrong, it's because it's clearing something, detoxifying. So it's an help in a way, what happened since last year, because a lot of people now start to realize that they are much more than a physical body, because they have desire, because they want to express their authority that they were maybe unable to express before like that. Maybe now it is even more evident that we want what we want for us, what is important for us. And to be obliged to be with ourselves since last year like that make us more and more aware of what is important, and more deciding inside what we want and what we don't want, and create inside right there something else, something that is important for us. But for that, we have to have absolutely no doubt And we have to be really sure about what is important for us. And we are all different. So we have different ways to express that and to live this. And we have to respect the ways of others. And I think it's very well done, because many years ago, I always been interested in health, in the body ability of healing. It's always amazed me, and this since child. But maybe 35 years ago, I found on my path, because I had difficult things in my body and I requested inside to be helped. And I found on my path other kind of medicine, and it's what we call today Quantic medicine. But this was 35 years ago. Nobody were speaking about that, but in a way, nobody were speaking about that, because it was the way the shamans are working all around the world in these indigenous tribes that seems to be not civilized, but they are really close to nature, and they live with nature, and they know. Because it's that we know deep inside of us what is right for us, what we can eat or what we cannot, and what we can do or what we cannot, and when we have to exercise and when we have to rest, because resting is very important. So we know deep inside, if we are not disturbed by any kind of distractions, we know. And I think what happened, we've been to an extreme. Like when we go to an extreme and our body, suddenly we have a pain or we have an accident that makes us to stop. And I think at the level of humanity, we've been to an extreme. And in fact, we found a way collectively by the fear that has been instilled by this virus to awaken more people about who they are. And this is the beauty of that. But also, the thing is, some people cannot see like others see, because, as I said, everybody is different. But it's also their choice. At their soul level, it's their choice. They decided at one point that they will live this kind of experience. So we have to respect that. We have to respect the choice that seems totally weird to us. And it's that. I think we created unconsciously at the collective level exactly the situation to raise the consciousness of humanity and to realize that the physical, the material possession, in fact, are great in a way, especially when we create by ourselves, when we make genuine things, when we produce things that have value. But to realize that there is something more. There is something more than just the physical material world. And even if it's very important, if we don't have a physical body and we don't have this material world, we don't live the incarnation. And we came here to live incarnation, to be an incarnation. So, and how are we going to express? How are we going to express the beauty of the divine essence we come from, of the source we come from? How are we going to express that in the physical realm in a beautiful way? With ourselves first, with our way to behave, with our way to create. And this is the thing. I think now we are really realizing that. We realize that it's up to us to create something that really is dear to us. And nobody gonna save us. Nobody, no politic man, nothing, nobody. Because nobody is in our skin. So we have really to be really focused on what is important for us, to take care of ourselves dearly, because nobody is going to do it for us. And nobody going to save us. So we have to find a way to be on our authority, on our sovereignty. And this is something that you can feel inside, a kind of highness that is about nobleness of the soul. And how can we express this in our daily life? How can we share this with others through our creations, through our behavior? How can we just be that, be this expression that just by the fact to be, it's going to inspire and make others desiring to be like that? There is nothing. It's cheap because it doesn't cost anything. This doesn't cost anything. You know, it's not by the jewelry we make. I made this today. I just finished this necklace. You see, I'm very happy. It's funny because you see, it was pearls that I didn't like. And suddenly I was there, so I had all these pearls. And I was like, doing nothing, not thinking. And suddenly it's like something came and make me put this together. And it became magical. And it's that. We have also to learn to stop, to don't do anything, to just be, and to let us inspire, because it's really that. It's inspiration. I was amazed and now it's one of my favorite necklaces, you see? And I didn't like these pearls, separated. But up, I just have few of these, and finally it became like so beautiful. So it's that, you know, it's magical. It's really magical when we experiment that. It's simple. Some people think, oh, she's crazy because what's the point? Necklace. Yeah, but, you know, it's the magic by what it came, more than the necklace itself. It's the magic of when you are vacant, when you are, because vacation means that. Vacation, it means you are vacant for something unexpected to come. And to take this time of vacation, even if it's 5 minutes, but totally letting go, up suddenly you can be surprised. And it's wonderful. So I wanted to tell you about all this and to tell you that everything is in perfect order. What is going right now in the world is in perfect order. I trust this. I know that this is for the best. I know it deeply. And I also, as I was speaking about quantic medicine and frequencies, I invite you to investigate a little bit about what is done and actually now, because for me it's not a virus that has been spread. It's something more subtle than that. For me, I think we are sprayed since many years with chemtrails, and in these chemtrails there are particles. These particles, with the electromagnetic field of the planet last year, the alignment, we had like amazing 8 planets in alignment. The electromagnetic field totally moved, disturbed. It was the right time to instill fear and to give this information, to inform, to make this happening in the form, in the shape of the one who are scared and the one who are not aware how their natural body is working, to create all this mess. And this has been enhanced for me. It's not a virus. Now they discover the spike. But they also speak about frequency around 60 Hertz that has been sent. And also they speak about electromagnetic field that are disturbed by Wi-Fi, by all the invisible pollution, electric pollution. And this is something I spoke on my first video. I know it. I know because I noticed as well that it was very severe in cities, and in cities you have a concentration of this electromagnetic field disturbed, and you have also cyanide that are very important. So all these combined make bodies very difficult if they are not aligned with their integrity and with their truth, if you are not centered energetically. And it's very difficult when you have all this disturbance and this electromagnetic pollution, and also a lot of distraction because you are not used to be centered with yourself. So all this created all together with the alignment of planet increased, plus the fear vibration that is very low, make everything that was sensitive, I could say, inflamed. And body is releasing toxins, body is releasing viruses, because a virus doesn't come from inside in. It's something that the body excretes when it wants to be free of poison. Virus means poison. So your body is working very well and is having all these toxins and is in a way transforming that, express that, and clearing this. It's a natural process, and if we interfere in this process with the wrong therapeutic thing or the wrong drugs or the wrong practice, medical practice, this is devastating. So now more and more doctors are speaking about that. Me, I'm not a doctor, but I speak from my inner wisdom, and I know it's right, because now I see more than a year after that scientists are starting to speak about the waves and the radiation and the microwaves. So I invite you to be curious, go online, investigate about microwaves, sounds, ultrasounds that we don't hear, how this can influence people to be numb or to be violent or to be. There are a lot of studies about that. And this is very, very important because this is totally invisible. And but it exists. You don't see the picture and the video that are going out of your phone. You see me, and I'm not right there beside you. And how this is a miracle? It's by all this amazing technology. We have really an amazing technology, and it's by all that this is working. So imagine if we can see this and use this like that, what it's possible at our being non-conscious about, what it's possible at another level to influence by this medium of technology. What can be sent at? What kind of earth can be sent? What kind of that can make the body very weak, very tired, that can create disturbances, that can make people off-centered energetically, and that they cannot face what is coming. So it's for that, more than ever, take good care of yourself, eat very light, things very fresh, not process too much. Even if you cook, don't process too much. Don't combine too many elements. Make your body, make things for your body that it's be easy to process, to digest. Chew very well. Chewing is very, very important. It's like this, that your gum are strong, and if your gum are strong, your teeth are better, and your whole system, your whole health is much better. So it's very important to chew. It's very important to chew greens. For example, in Africa, African people eat a lot of greens raw, and their teeth and their gums are very strong. So smoothies are great once in a while, or juice, but the most important is to chew, because all this, when you chew, you engage all the system, all the fascia, all the muscles, all the muscles of your face. It all helps to tonify your bones. It's for that. This is very, very, very important. and chew until it's become liquid, because like this your body will have less work to do to digest and take the good nutriment. And like this you will have, you know, less difficulty with what is coming, interferences, 5G or Wi-Fi, everything, electric, you know, network, everything. It will be easier for the body to process, to mutate, because the body adapts. We mutate with all these waves and things, but we can mutate very well only if we give peace to our body, if we give something easy to our body to process. So it's for that food and water is very, very important. Someone asked me what kind of water do I take. You know, I did a lot of testing with friends, bioenergetician, and with different process. And finally, it turned up that I take the tap water with a very simple filter that it's called Soma. I don't have, you know, interest with them. Soma, and it's the water tastes very good. And one day I was wondering why in the bottom of the jar sometimes it starts to be green. And I had no answer. I contacted Soma. They say, oh, we don't know about this. And one day I was looking to buy, you know, I don't like appliance, but I wanted to buy something that catch the water of the atmosphere. And I checked a lot. I got a lot of information about that. And I saw forums and I saw people speaking about it. And in fact, one of the person was saying, I had the answer that I was wondering many months later, but before, I had the answer about this little green deposit, but I didn't felt it was wrong. I felt it was like algae, but I didn't know. In fact, it's great because it is because the water is without chlorine that this little algae can develop. So this means to me that with all the testing we did with two of my friends by different process of filtering water, this one came easy, simple, and maybe also because I put my blessing every time I pour the water from the tap. I'm like grateful to have water, the tap water, you know. So maybe it's that, but the water is good and it's not expensive and it's easy. And I see it's alive because it permits to have life inside. It's fantastic. So you see, it's very simple. There are simple things. It just follows the thread. Wonder, you can ask you a question. And one day, if the question is really important for you, one day, by one way or another, the universe is going to bring you the answer. It's quite magical. Voila. So I don't have reading glasses today. I see all this blurry. I see just my silhouette. I'm like a, you know, like a kind of aura thing. Because someone told me, I would love to see your eyes. And finally I say, okay, I'm gonna do this one without glasses because there are reflections, you know. So I'm gonna check a little bit if you have a question. I have a friend coming to visit me. We're gonna have a beach walk, so maybe she's gonna arrive now. Yes, yeah, you can investigate a lot about the earths online, and you can do your own things with crystals, with everything. And with plants, and with me, I have vegetation all around. I'm not in a city, so it's different. Some people told me, why you don't plants? Because I don't have room, and because here it's a garden. You see, when I go at the beach, it's my private garden. It's all the gardens of all the houses around. It's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the badges. This is really kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Colombia, Chile. Corsica! Ooh! Badges, thank you, thank you, thank you. Comment ça s'appelle quoi? No, I cannot take anyone because my friend gonna arrive and we're gonna go walking at the beach. I'm just checking if I have some really special question. And no, so I wish you a very good summer solstice, because it's where we are, you know, and I will come very soon. I will come back very soon with something. Oh, by the way, I have the last yak, albino and brown. It's very difficult to get the shawl from Nepal. They had serious lockdown and they need really help. So my order did not come. I maybe had them in about a couple of months, but I have one like that left and it's really, 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 really wonderful. Okay, bye bye. Big kisses to everybody.